This is TWiT.
Now, if I may, I suggested I might try something here that I don't think this may be a Home Theater Geeks first. I've got a kaleidoscope here, which allows me to cue things up. And I've created a scene, and this is very apropos to our discussion last week, where we looked at Dunkirk and what the different exhibition qualities were between, 15 perf 70 millimeter, conventional 70 millimeter, DCI, and 6P 4K laser. So you'll maybe enjoy this little clip, because this is the movie Mrs. Miniver, which was 1942. And this is a scene that I labeled Return of the Armada. So this is the end of Dunkirk. And this is a gentleman who took his private boat, answered the call, Churchill's call, the country's call, and he's now returning to Dunkirk. And there's two reasons for showing you this clip. One is the connection to Dunkirk. It's a classic movie. In fact, this movie caused Casablanca, the folklore at least says, to delay their screening that qualified for them for the Oscars, because they thought Mrs. Miniver was going to kick their tush. And Mrs. Miniver did take the Oscar in their year. So there's a boat and a guy that looks pretty beat up. And this clip, anybody can go get this movie and take a look at it. You'll notice two things. One, I have it framed on my 255:1 screen in 1:3:3:1, which is the aspect ratio of this movie, and I have it masked. So you see that black edge to the movie. It makes it look better. To the left is my 235:1 TV, and of course it doesn't have masking. And you can see, of course, it's an LCD, so there's an elevated black on the bars. But the quality of the image just can't compete. It wouldn't matter if everything else was the same. If I pull that masking back, it diminishes the quality of the image just a little bit.
You're talking about the masking on the projection screen now, the one in the center of this image.
On the projection screen, yes. And in fact, let me just do it. I'm gonna walk up to the screen. I've got the cord. This is going to be another Home Theater Geeks first, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Let me just move it out of the way and see if you can see the difference on the screen.
Okay. So you're up there near the screen now, and you're about to pull away the masking. Oh, and look at that.
Just on one side. Okay.
Yeah. So we can see the difference between one side and the other.
Not even close to the quality of the other side.
Yeah.
This is a manual masking system. I maxed out the width of my screen for my room. There wasn't room for a motorized masking system. So, my wife Cindy is very handy. She built me a manual masking system with a hard edge that I can move to each aspect ratio.